Okay, for this lesson, we're going to talk about functions. What is a function, and how do we tell if it, is a function or not? So basically, it comes down to this. A function is a relation that assigns exactly one y value for any given x, one output for any given input. So what do? We use a vertical line test. The vertical line test simply states that if a vertical line intersects the relation graph in more than one place, then the relation is not a function. So like on this first graph, I draw vertical lines, and you'll notice that I can only cross once. So yes, that's a function. Second one, draw a vertical line. It has two different y's for the same x, so that is not a function. Okay, so graphically speaking, we can use the vertical line test. Then we can have different situations where we just have sets of ordered pairs. So is the relation a function or not? The first one, what I do is I look at all the x's. I test to see if all the x's are different. If the x's are all different, it's fine, because then there can't be two different y's for the same x. So this first one would indeed be a function. The second one, we have I look at all the x's and I notice there's an x that's repeated, the 2. Now, if the y's are the same, it's okay. But if the y's are different, then it's no longer a function. So this would not be a function because there's two different outputs for the same input. Okay, next one we have, again, we look at the x's. The x's can go to the same y, it's just one x cannot go to two different y's. So this first one's okay, that's a function. The second one is a function. The third one, -4 goes to three different values, so that would not be a function because there's two different outputs for the same input. The last one, yes, that would also be a function. Okay. Now we have a graph. This is exponential growth, and it looks like this. If I drew the vertical line test, yes, it would be a function. Remember, with exponential growth, it's y equals a times b to the x. And when you see this type of format, this is for exponential growth. Basically, what we're talking about here is that if the b value is greater than 1, then the graph will be exponential growth like this. But if the growth rate is between 0 and 1, then we have exponential decay. That kind of looks like that. So that's the exponential growth and decay, and this is a little lesson about functions. Remember, vertical line test, very important. If it crosses more than once, it's no longer a function.